Just second tip of yesterday's idea of to talk about where is your energy going? Why do we even sometimes waking up and already feeling tired? Why is this happening? And is this ever happening to you? When you waking up, or maybe just a little bit after breakfast, you feeling already tired. Why is that? So if you are wondering why is that happening to you, or maybe you know someone who is always complaining, oh my God, I'm tired, maybe you should share this video with your friend or someone what you know need a little bit kick or something to help them rise the energy. And today is actually, I want to talk about the second tip. Second most important part of our lives. What are we doing everyday life, and actually missing of something, and that's why you're losing your energy. So me as a life coach, as a health coach, as a success mentor, and as an energy healer, I so understand why is energy so important, because you can do anything in your life or love or making money, not much in your health if you don't have enough energy. But it's so many things around us what actually sucks out of us our energies even when you sleep. Did you ever hear about electromagnetic fields? That's mean all technologies what's surrounding you, they waving these waves, electromagnetic waves, and actually when you are sleeping, they are kind of say annoying your body. And even if you think, oh no, it's all good, everything is switched off. No, I think I'm fine. But actually, you don't know what is your neighbors on. Maybe they switch on very powerful Wi-Fi to make sure them kids in 2 rooms away from the Wi-Fi box need to make sure they get internet. And that waves could affect you. Even maybe you're living not far from the main block or the old Wi-Fi center, Wi-Fi kind of say station to other stations like your station, but maybe your house is not very far from that station, from the area of all Wi-Fi around you. Really, really would be the best thing is to protect yourself. Of course, in these times, and it's actually getting more and more, even sun electromagnetic fields getting risier, higher. I know it's not a word, risier, higher, rising higher, because actually, if you've seen in the news, it was saying what they're actually seeing more and more, all this colors in the sky and all. That's actually in the places what never was before, because sun rising and giving huge electromagnetic waves to us and to the planet, and that's how they creating this colorful waves, colorful scenery. It's beautiful, but actually that just shows how sun affecting with her electromagnetic fields. And as you know, moon affecting us as well. So all planets, what is there, they do affecting us. Some is for good way. Some maybe if you don't know how to center yourself, if you really being kind of say a little bit low energy, anything like that could affect in you stronger and more, and you could be affected even don't know why is this, what am I, why am I having this stress, or why am I having sometimes even only the full moon or even like Venera comes nearer, or sun comes a little bit brighter, stronger. But in nighttime, you would say, when I not see sun is affecting our planet all the time, 24 hours. If your sun is not looking at you, that's not mean sun is not somewhere underneath and her waves still going into you. Why am I saying about this? As an energy healer, I normally taken advantage from the planets and going into our aura and actually updating and upgrading our DNA to become stronger and kind of say friendlier with all them waves, and actually use it for our own good. That's mean if I know planets kind of somehow comfortably for me, I'm actually taking that energy. I'm actually using that energy for my own good, for my own health, for my own energetic field. And if I know it's not very healthy, as we don't need all of the energies, we don't need everything to take, but really it's there for us. So it's mostly, they always works for us, but only when you know what to do. But when you don't know what to do, when you don't know how to work with that, your body getting some feelings and you don't know where is this coming from, so you don't know why is this making you feel maybe sad, maybe rising your emotions. And that's what it does, especially Venus, especially Mercury. They're rising our emotions, and sometimes when we don't know, we're actually thinking something is, why am I doing this, why am I feeling like this? It's just because when we don't know how you internet, when we don't know how to react and how to use planets energies, we are actually losing that energy. Because when you don't know what is the petrol station there and your petrol is really going low, and you don't know how to switch around that petrol station tank, you actually don't know how to use it. But that's what we're doing. All my VIP girls, all monthly subscribers, we all getting together every 2 weeks and actually switching on that planetarium petrol, like say, that energies, and using for our own good, using for our health, for our vibration, for our better rising of energy, and it stays for longer and stronger. And then when we know all of that, and if we feel some emotions coming, okay, must be because of this and that. So that's why I always inviting everybody who wants to upgrade them energy levels to come in every time, every 2 weeks on Zoom, on Sunday evening. We switch it on, and it's amazing what we upgrading our DNA and actually working on our blood and our karma on all generations, behind and up front. So that is so big and strong work on. But if you don't know how to do it, of course, it's always good to say, okay, I know someone who doing it. So yeah, that's me and other energy healers. But we are a little bit, like my is a little bit different, but I don't want to bore you with that. But how to work when you are in electromagnetic fields by technology surrounded? Well, first and mostly would be the best to switch it off. All electronic gadgets. So really switch it off your phone on the mobile data. You don't need it on nighttime. And I know I can hear you, and I know how many times I saying for my clients, oh, if somebody will call me nighttime, why they need to call you nighttime? You better have a good sleep, and in the morning they get you. It's nothing you can do in the nighttime. Of course, if you may be waiting for someone to bring someone in the nighttime, maybe. But if you're not, and if you're saying, I'm happy, my kids there, everybody there, but I am always off on nighttime, and never ever happened. But oh my God, because I think everybody on my family, they all know what, don't you bother me, because it's actually you never get me. my phone is off. At the same time, switch it off your Wi-Fi. But even better, if you could use your computers not on the Wi-Fi, but actually on the lid switched on to your computer. Because again, every vibration coming into your body, and like imagine you sitting and quiet and peaceful and working, and this wave's like starting shaking you and shaking you and shaking you and shaking you and shaking you, you know, and your body like always in this unbalance waving something, and it's like, whoa, this is something happening, I don't know what it is, and your body starting using its own energy to kind of try to stabilization for your body. But if you don't know what it is, it's actually starting you waving. And that's why when I created my product, well, not my product, like say it is already in the world, but when I started working with this, I more and more realized how it is amazing and how it is actually working so well. And especially now, like I said, when the sun going, like giving really higher and higher vibrations as well. So always good to use it. Cap, what I have it actually downstairs. I forgot to bring, my electromagnetic like silver product, silver material, where actually it's like a shield and it's protect from. I'm not saying I'm wearing every day, but I definitely wearing when I'm going, like say, for walks, or if I'm going for, like we done a pilgrim walk, I was using it, and actually it kept me really cool. I felt really like interesting, different than just a cottony hat, because silver, it's like a metal, and actually the metal was cooling a little bit than really making me hot. And especially when we was walking in the mountains up between all of them energy generators, I'm like, whoa, this is a lot of generators in here. It's like I felt a little bit not happy, but I was happy when I had all my silver gear on me, because my top, my hat, because I know a woman especially, I don't want to activate any kind of cells, what actually it could be cancer cells, it's any kind of cells, what they actually, we all have it, and they're not very friendly, and something like this could wake them up. So really, really would be the best. Like it's many things what you can do. It's like if it's like say you living next to some antenna or some main kind of generator of maybe electricity, or maybe Wi-Fi, or maybe mobile center, something, sometimes you can't really do much, like say switch it off everything. So I would suggest then installate your house very well. And that's, I can help you with that, but like I would send you to the proper companies who actually creates and curtains, even paints. They creating over your bed kind of like a sheet in silver, and seriously, it's amazing. And I hear many stories when people done that, and they have a lot better sleeps, a lot better calming, and really understanding how it's big different is when you always affecting by electromagnetic fields, and actually when it's everything just in like in cocoon, and you're sleeping well and you're having good rest, and actually next morning you can be stronger to actually stand up for it. So it's nothing wrong, like to say one day you done nothing, next day you done nothing, so you're getting weaker. So it's very easy for any electromagnetic energy to come in and catch you. And actually, sometimes people say, well, think I'm eating well and I'm kind of sporty and I'm doing this, and just boom, I'm feeling always I'm getting sick, like some flu or something, because immune system is affected by that as well. And again, of course, we coming back to antibiotics. If we're overusing antibiotics, your body is just saying, she will give an antibiotic. I don't bother to fight. But actually, we are created to always heal ourselves. And that's what we're doing in this every 2 week meetings on Zoom, you being in your own bedroom, you can lay down, sit down, wherever you feel, but you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to drive anywhere. You just switch it off and really, really connecting with your own body, your own energetic fields, and really working with all and upgrading and becoming stronger. So your body is created to heal itself naturally. But all these things, not right eating, as I talked yesterday, not right kind of say resting, as I'm talking now, if you're not having a good sleep, maybe because of an electromagnetic fields affecting you. I was actually like when my son was living with me, we had this Wi-Fi box just next at the wall of his head. And I didn't know, because I didn't know about electromagnetic fields. But when I started working with this and I really started to understanding what that could help, and my son was always complaining, Mom, I can't fall asleep. I have a headache. And in the evening, I'm like, did you got enough water drinking? Because I hear if you not drink enough water, you hydrating and dehydrating, and you feeling like your headache is coming. Then I was feeling, and I don't want to give him tablet, but I was always questioning, what did you done wrong? Maybe you done something wrong. And actually, you done nothing wrong, but we did not know. But when I was starting switching off the box, and it was just next to his head, he stopped. And actually, for some time, I only realized, I'm like, wait a minute, he never complains about a headache anymore. And then I asked him, I said, you don't have headaches anymore? You're just not telling me. He said, no, it's kind of gone. I'm like, hallelujah, because I was really, really worried. Like I said, we will need to go to doctor to see what's wrong with your head. And it was nothing wrong with his head. It was actually because he's a young person. His skull, actually, it's a lot thinner than mine, like say, adult. And he would feel it a lot more stronger. And of course, if it's next to your head, just over the wall, but he was feeling it because, as I was saying, young kids and like us adults as well, but young kids affecting actually even more. And it was done kind of like experiment. They especially put mobile phone hanged over the bee's hay, and they done it 5 boxes, 5 hays, and they had 5 with the phones and 2, I think, without phones. I can't really remember, but I think 5 and 5, I think. Yeah. And what they was doing, they actually was experimenting with all them phones. So what they done, they was ringing every hour for 2 phones in them 5s. And actually bees starting leaving the hay, starting trying to look for the new place. And in the end, about a month or so, I'm not sure about the length, they actually left them haze completely. Another ones, they hang the phone, but they never rang. They just hanged and see, is this reacting when it's not ringing, and when it's not getting connection and the signals. Some of them actually died, but they didn't leave the hay. But some of them died. And some of them who was just switching off on the nighttime was actually better than the first ones or second ones. So it's actually was proven what is good to switch off your phone. And if you know on the phone, very, very little writing in the settings, you shouldn't leave your phone to your body between 2 inches. Like should be 2 inches. You shouldn't touch your skin or face or even head, when you're talking or whatever. I'm like, what? Who even read that? Nobody. But they say it's there. Check it out if you want to. But it's there. But nobody even read it, because when you buy something, what everybody wants, you normally don't read all little, and nobody really tells. But where people keeping the phones, everywhere on the body, on the pockets and all that, and that's affecting our body straight away. And this is exactly what I was talking in Paris. And I was asking, does anybody in the audience, is anybody switching off them phone for the night? Maybe you can say, do you, if you can comment, do you switch it off your phone over the night? Or maybe some days off? Or you always having on? I always switch it off. I love my peace. And I never switch it on yet in the morning till I'm ready to work. So like about 10 o'clock, okay, I'm ready to work. I'm in the morning when I wake up, I meditate, I do whatever I want, I go look after my flowers, after my greenhouse. I don't even care. Thank you, Antoinette. No, always on. Oh, oh, oh. And what are we waiting for? You know, but yes, I know what you're saying. I was like that as well. But if you could, I would really suggest through the night, just do switch it off. Like it's just suggestion. You don't have to do. But if you feel maybe just do experiment and see, is it any different sleeping you have? You know, is it any vibrations? What is actually a little bit vibrating and banging, kind of say, into your head, you know, because that is very strong waves. We say maybe we're not feeling it, but actually our body does. Our body proven it does feeling it. So if you feel tired in the morning, even sometimes, or feeling really tired, maybe not doing much yet, already feeling tired, always make sure you eating well, and the same time you seeing what the story with your phone, Wi-Fi, and if you go to bed, switch off your Wi-Fi. That would be yes, please. Like I would really say yes, do. Because when you're sleeping, nobody needs to switch it on, like work on computer. If you're sleeping, you're sleeping. So switch off Wi-Fi at least, because then Wi-Fi always, you know, activating, and then of course your phone. But if your phone next to you, you know, really next, because that's where I keeping my phone, because its alarm is on it, but it's next to me, but like no way I would want it to keep it on. And like I said, if something very important, you will know in the morning. You will hear this in the morning. So give yourself that time for yourself, for your good rest, and for your really peaceful time. They will get you in the morning if needed, and switch it on in the morning when you're ready to talk. But very good in the morning to connect with the sun, with the beautiful nature, stand with your bare feet on the ground and really connect yourself and really, like say, update yourself, upgrade your DNA, and only then say, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to talk with the world. That's exactly what I do. Nearly 10 o'clock only, I'm switching on my phone. And of course, if you would need it, if you would want to spend money for your own health, you can always connect with me and I can look after your silver material clothing, the cap, the top, like a vest, but to protect your very important parts like your cancer cells, your breast, your girly parts or man parts. And of course, if you have a man, just like me, always give out about where he keeping his phone. And normally he likes to keep it next to his heart. And I'm telling you, I said, I will break your heart faster with pleasure if you not will keep you stop keeping it. Because it does affecting our heart rhythm as well. But that's my tip today. And I talk to you tomorrow. I have another tip, why we losing energy. And it's actually really, when you look in this life, everybody wants to suck out of us something, our energy. And we are nothing without our energy. Just like bulb is there, but if there's no energy coming into it, it will not glow, shine, and give light. And that's what we find here to give a light, to shine, to live. And if there's no energy, that's the first things what we have to think. Who takes it away? Who takes it away? So I talk to you tomorrow, and thank you so much. Loads of love. Mwah.